Hello and welcome to the lecture on Model Router, and this would actually be a demo on Model Router, right? And I'll show you how simple it is to use the Model Router. So all you need to do is you need to be in the right project. Then you actually need to go to Discover. Like we were discovering our models, same way we'll just go to Model and we will select all models, and I will just say model-router, right? Pretty straightforward, nothing fancy, right? So I'll just select Model Router here. And just look at the different models that are actually supported by Model Router. Before we actually look at that, I'd like you to take a look at what it says. Model Router is a deployable AI model. So guys, it itself is an AI model for you, right? That is trained. So this model, it's actually in a way, it's also a model which is trained to select the most suitable large language model, right? So in a way, Model Router is helping you to select the right model. Now, the thing is that you might ask, but which models are supported? So it's all listed here. If you look at the supported models, we have most of the GPT models like 5s, GPT-4s, even O4 Mini. We do have support for Grok models, DeepSeek is there, Llama is there, and most of the Claude models are there. The big ones like Claude Opus, Sonnet, Haiku are there. And some models do require registration, which is clearly stated. If you see 1 star and 2 stars, support for this model is in preview. If you see 2 stars, it means that support for this is actually in preview state, right? So I think you got good understanding what exactly is a Model Router. But now the question comes, how do you utilize it? So the best way I would say is go to deploy and choose custom settings. Now, when you choose custom settings, here you will see whatever deployment name you want to give, and here you get something like global standard, data zone standard. We just choose the standard. But the most important thing to look at is what we studied is the routing mode. Now, you could route based on cost, it could be based on performance or the quality, and it could be balanced approach. Normally, if you see the default is set to balance, but if your consideration is more cost specific, you can choose cost and deploy it. Let's choose balanced, and we can actually, as we studied guardrails, you have the default guardrail set. If you want, you can give other guardrails as well. Let's leave it to default and we deploy our model, right? So the aim is that we are actually deploying an AI model which is actually based on Model Router. Now, if you see, I can even save it as an agent if you want. But if you see here, my model previously it was GPT 4.1. Now my model itself is a Model Router. So should we give it a go? Yeah, let's try. So I say, why is sky blue? Let's see what it picks. So I'm just asking a very simple question. Obviously, for a simple question, it should go with a very cheap kind of model where the cost is reduced, and you should go with something like a GPT mini model, I would say. It's even gone even a level lower. So it has picked GPT 5 Nano, right? Now, let me ask something where I'm saying, give me some market cap in 2026 related to EdTech. So I'm interested in, let's say, some market gap that I can see in 2026 for the EdTech sector, right? Give top five recommendations. Let's see, right? I'm saying give me some market gap in 2026 related to the EdTech sector, and it's actually started producing it pretty quickly. And if you see, this time it actually chose a GPT OSS 120 billion model, right? Now, if I change my prompt slightly, if I do more analysis, or if I want to carry out some data analysis, or if I want to do some research, obviously you will see that it chooses some other model. Probably it could be a Claude model, right? But I think you got a very good idea about Model Router. It's one endpoint, but based on your prompt, it is deciding whether I choose the GPT 5 Nano model or do I choose a GPT OSS model. I think you got a good understanding. Thanks for watching.